Hi, Justin.
How goes it? Someone commented on the YouTube, I demand Liam be replaced. His counter-revolutionary trash is not needed. So I commented, LMAO, and he said, or they said, hey, Liam, HRY, spelled wrong. Liam, if you read this, tell Roz and Alice to replace you that your counter-revolutionary trash is not needed. I'm not going anywhere.
No, you're not.
Sorry.
I
was about to say, yeah.
That's my friend. Fuck you.
No. Wah.
It's pretty cool that we all, like each other.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that we have managed to develop a friendship in the year of our Lord 2021.
No, we should all be constantly trying to cancel each other, like the warehouse scene in Reservoir Dogs.
All right. Here we are. We're podcasting.
That's right.
I think everything's running. I'm not recording locally because I don't think it's worth it.
Me either.
Yeah. So, welcome to There's Your Problem. It's a podcast about engineering disasters. It has slides. I'm Justin Rosniak. I'm the person who's talking right now. My pronouns are he and him.
I am Alice Caldwell-Kelly. I'm the person who is talking right now. My pronouns are she and her.
Yay, Liam. Especially to that one guy who thinks I'm counter-revolutionary trash.
Yay, Liam.
Fuck you, buddy.
Yay, Liam.
My pronouns are he and him.
All right. Today we're going to do our most requested episode.
Yeah, you hogs have wanted this.
You've wanted this for a long time, which is the Erfurt Latrine disaster.
I see you have the as-builts here.
Yes, we have the as-builts. Closest I could get. There was a very small amount of information available, and it was all in Latin.
You don't speak Latin?
No. So, anyway, 1184 AD. King Henry VI, who was king of Germany, I believe. Germany being a very vague political entity, who later became Holy Roman Emperor, right? He was mediating a feud between some nobles in the Holy Roman Empire.
Basically all the Holy Roman Empire did. You've all played Paradox games.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he called a diet, right?
Not a diet. Importantly, not a diet.
No, certainly not.
Yeah, I was always very confused by the diet of worms. Yes, I was always very confused. I did the Joe Kasabian thing where I only read and don't listen.
And so, a bunch of nobles showed up to the negotiations. They met in an upper room in the Peterskirchen in Erfurt. That's this building here, highlighting it in green, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, it turned out they hadn't done maintenance on the floor in the room they met in, and the floor the floor was not used to having that many people meeting in it, right? So the floor collapsed, and the nobles fell into the latrine pit 2 floors below. Right?
I will point out that just having your toilets empty into a basement that would slowly fill with shit, and then you emptied it when shit started leaking, was like something that was current until the 19th century. Samuel Pepys, the British diarist, records his neighbor's house of office, which is to say his shit-filled basement, was leaking one day, and he stepped out into the street and he said he was doing the Georgian thing of capitalizing every word, into a great heap of turds which do trouble me. And that's the whole entry.
Understatement of the century.
It do trouble me to step into a great heap of turds. Capital G, capital H, capital T.
It's unfortunate, but this was a fact of life before we invented sanitation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the nobles fell into the latrine pit. 60 of them died.
Jesus.
Henry VI survived because he was sitting in a stone alcove. Later went on to become Holy Roman Emperor.
From that alcove. No, he was left.
I'm never leaving my lucky alcove.
He was just left perfectly on the edge of like a gigantic drop into a pit full of shit and dead nobles.
Yeah,
it's cool.
I mean, so that was the episode. Our next episode's on the Tacoma Narrows Bridge disaster.
Yep, finally gonna do it.
Yep.
Sorry we didn't have news or a safety third this time.
Well, I mean, it wasn't much content.
No. This is the problem with us doing historical disasters, is people did not tend to write a lot about why the shit fall down.
They were too busy dying by being suffocated by poop.
Yeah, and also
at least
stonemasons.
One source said the beams were rotten.
Stonemasons and stuff, like, they didn't talk to anybody about how they did stuff because they were busy developing sort of weird guild cults about it that would later be taken over by sort of tradesmen rather than craftsmen, and then through a sort of long period you get Freemasonry and things of that nature.
All right, this is supposed to be a joke episode. We're not doing serious analysis about it. God damn
I can't help myself. I'm sorry.
Okay. Do we have commercials before we go?
Bye, everybody.
I'm giving them a commercial for a minute long.
No, that'll just build resentment. This whole thing's going to build resentment. Bye, everybody.
This is not good counterinsurgency doctrine.